What is going on, guys? Spencer back for another video for the Athlete Special. It's a little bit dreary outside, so I thought today would be the perfect day to do a tier list video on the ultimate running workouts tier list. Now, before we get into the tier list, I want to explain a little bit of how it's going to work. I essentially wrote down 10 to 12 of all of the workouts I usually do, and it's going to be more general types. So you'll see as we get into it how it kind of works. One thing I want to say before getting to this tier list is that this is not me saying these are the best possible workouts to do tier list. This is my favorite to least favorite workouts. So it's going to be extremely subjective. A lot of you guys are going to disagree with a lot of stuff I say. Some of you may agree. So that's what the comment section is for you guys to literally argue amongst yourselves on what are the true best to worst types of workouts. So let's get into this tier list. Okay, so here is the look at the tier list. I'm gonna go through the categories real quick. We have the GOAT workouts as S tier. Then the next section is banger sessions. Then we have standard programming, and then UGG, and then obviously may fake an injury to skip. Obviously, you're never going to actually skip your workouts, but that's just the type of workouts you just literally would rather be injured for than doing. Let's jump right into this, guys, with our first one. Sprint workouts. Now, the example I use here is 6x150 or 8x100. Now, I've done a couple workouts like this before, and I don't run like the 400. I did in high school a little bit. So I would put this into just standard programming. These sessions, like a 6x150 would be like long rest, like insane rest where you're full out sprinting. I'd put it right in the middle because they're fun to do. I don't really get that awesome feeling of like incredible achievement when I finish a workout like that. I don't really dread them. They're not super difficult because there's so much rest. You feel really tired after these workouts. People don't understand how tired you can feel. So I'll put those right in the middle there at standard programming. Next, we have speed workouts. My definition of speed workouts are 800 specific workouts, 8x200 or, two sets of 200, 400, 200. That's a workout I used to do all the time in college. Now I have a bias for these workouts, but I am going to put them into banger sessions. I think these are such fun workouts to do. Just ripping 8x200. It's just a classic workout, folks. Like, that's just so much fun to do. You're running really fast, but like something about 200 repeats I absolutely love. Now that 200, 400, 200 workout is a really banger session, as in like it's really hard to do. So you feel insane lactic, and like the rest on these usually isn't crazy long. So these are just 800 specific workouts. I love these workouts, so they go into the banger sessions. Next, we have miler workouts, and I feel like you guys are going to know right where this one is going, right into the GOAT workouts. So an example for a miler workout would be 8x400. That's literally my favorite workout. Another example would be 4x600. Now for me, I would typically want to run these at my mile goal pace. So if I'm trying to run, for example, 4 minutes in the mile, I'd want to do the 8x400 all in around 60, 59-ish. So that's how I would do that workout. These workouts I feel the most achieved after. I always feel the most fit, and the 4x600 workout, that's another really hard one. That's again at mile pace, so like 130 600s for me. But whatever your goal mile pace is, run that for 600 meter reps. Super hard workout, but I love miler workouts, people. It's a bummer I don't run the mile anymore because I miss those sessions big time. But guys, before we get any further into this tier list, I want to talk about today's sponsor. So as I'm putting in massive mileage, I'm really just trying to eat enough food. So it's hard for me to be thinking about all of the micronutrients all the time. So that's why it's super helpful to have Grüns. Grüns are a convenient, comprehensive formula packed into 8 gummies a day. It's not a multivitamin, a greens gummy, or a probiotic. It's all of that and some at a fraction of the price. Plus, they taste great.
Yeah, they do.
8 gummies are included in each of the little packs, and that's because they can't just fit all of the nutrients into one gummy. Generic multivitamins only contain up to 7 to 9 vitamins, but Grüns contains 20 plus vitamins and minerals and 60 plus whole food ingredients. There's no artificial colors or flavors, and it still tastes great, literally like a fruit snack. Grüns are more bioavailable, meaning the nutrients in Grüns are more easily absorbed in your body than a traditional tablet. At similar concentrations, your body utilizes Grüns nutrients better. So if you are interested in Grüns, you can get up to 52% off. Just click the link in my description below. Okay, now we have 5K workouts. And for me, this is going right into UGG. And that is because 5K workouts are so hard. 5K specific. This is, another word for this would be VO2 max workouts. Now they're just very high intensity workouts. So an example would be 3 times 1 mile or 3 times 1600 meters fast, like at goal 5K pace. So for me, that would be like 4:35 or 4:40 pace, which is just so difficult. Like it just hurts so much to me. Another one would be 5 times 1 kilometer at a fast pace. Usually you're going to get like decent rest in between on sessions like this, but anytime in college or after college when I've, run at a high level, I would dread workouts like this because they're just so grueling. Next up, we have threshold interval workouts. So, there's a lot of different names for workouts like this, but essentially it would be like your standard 5 by 1 mile, 10 by 1K workout. I'm going to put this right into standard programming, and that's just because it's a box checker. You're getting the job done. You're going out there. You're not going to be like destroyed from the workout, but you're getting in solid work. You go in knowing you're going to get through the workout okay. I like knowing that it's not going to be like absolutely brutal sometimes. So these are like, one of the workouts in the week that like, that you're just checking the box off. So threshold interval, I put it right in the middle, standard programming. Next up, we have tempo runs. So I have 2 different like types of tempo runs. I've got the 4-mile hard tempo run, which I used to do all the time on the track. And then I have like, an 8-mile medium hard tempo run. I put this in banger sessions. I really like workouts like this because something about when you're out there for a while and you're not stopping, it's just one long rep. And I love that you're just out there grinding for a while. I absolutely love tempo runs. So gonna just put it right on in to the banger sessions. Okay, the next workout we have is progression runs. So these would be like a run. It can be a progression long run. It can be a progression normal run where you just start off and then you run each mile faster than the previous until you're moving pretty quick in the end. I'm gonna put this right into standard programming. These are, again, kind of workouts where you kind of feel good at the end of it because you picked it up throughout the whole session, and you don't have to start off that fast, so it's kind of relaxing going into a session like this. Next up, we have hill workouts. Hill workouts are going to go right to the bottom tier. I do not like hill workouts. They're really difficult. They don't feel good. You're never really going that fast, and you can't quantify them that well. You're just running to the top of the hill and jogging back down. I don't even feel particularly good when I'm jogging down the hill. So hill workouts to me, just probably my least favorite type of workout. Okay, guys, only 5 more. We've got fartlek workouts. So I kind of explained this weirdly, but 2 examples of fartlek workouts would be a 90-30. So that means like run 90 seconds hard, then jog 30 seconds easy, and then rinse and repeat. Another one would be run 2 minutes hard, 1 minute easy, rinse and repeat for a specific amount of mileage. This is going near the bottom for me. These workouts are really difficult. They're continuous runs. You're never really stopping. And I've always struggled with fartlek runs. Maybe that's like a middle distance runner's problem. Like fartlek runs, again though, great session to get you super fit, but super difficult. Next up, we have long run easy. I think I'm gonna put this right on into standard programming. Long run, I have an interesting relationship with long runs, easy long runs at least. I don't consider them something I get super excited for. If you have good company for an easy long run, it can be into the banger session category, but if you're alone and it's like a rainy day outside, it can be very much towards the bottom. So I feel like putting it right in the middle makes sense. So the next up, we have long runs structured. Now I'm going to put this into banger session. So that would be, for me, a structured long run would be, you start off easy, you might run some hard miles in the middle, and then you kind of ease it off towards the end of the run. I really like sessions like this because 1, it gets you through the long run a lot faster, and 2, you just feel super achieved about it. It feels good to have like a workout day as your long run and just feeling like good about yourself after. It's usually on a Sunday or Saturday, so it's a weekend, so you're feeling relaxed, hanging out after. Structured long runs are absolutely in the bangers category for me. We're only down to our last 2 categories, easy runs. Now, this is a funny one, but I'm going to put it at the absolute top of the GOAT workouts because easy runs, guys, that's like 80% of what running is. Newsflash, most runners who are training at a pretty high level, like 80% of their runs are easy runs. I live for easy runs. Going out, just running easy 8 to 10 miles with my friends or 6 miles. One of the best ways to start your day. I feel like there's no other option for me to put easy runs anywhere else besides the top in the GOAT workout category. All right, the last type of workout, which guys, this is kind of a janky half type workout, strides. I'm going to put strides right on in the middle of standard programming, because when you're doing strides, I don't know if people don't know what strides are. It's basically when you're not working out on that day, but your coach says, hey, do 6 strides at the end of your run to try to feel a little bit better. You kind of are just checking the box with strides, getting them done. Some days you're like really into doing strides. Other days you're like, I really want to skip these right now. You shouldn't ever skip them, but you want to at times. So that is my list, guys. I hope you enjoyed the ultimate running workout tier list. I want to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comment section, if you agree or disagree with my takes on my favorite to least favorite type of workout. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one.